Alright, we're back. We're going to be doing another Lorwyn Eclipsed draft. We had a really cool one last time, so I'm excited to see if we can get another cool one this time. So far, this has been a lot of fun. I'm going to be really sad when my preferred strategy becomes one of the better ones and people snap up all of the good fixing. But getting to just run whatever good cards you have and having perfect mana all the time just feels really good. There's so many... For the lack of, like, dual lands or anything, this deck has, like, all of the decks I've built so far have had, more than 3 colors, including, at the pre-release, too. Pretty sure I was splashing in every single one of my decks because the mana was so good. Are we just taking Morcant? Morcant? I keep wanting to add an extra letter to her name. So we would want elves at that point. If we take her, we're kind of keying into elves. I don't see anything else that's anywhere near as strong as her. Like, the next best card is the Pestered Wellguard. That is my second pick, and my third pick is actually the Wicker Maw, just because of the decks I've been building. Alright, we'll take High Perfect Morcant and see if we can find some good cards. Oh, well, there's one of my favorite cards in the format so far. This thing has just been amazing every time I've had it. We had it in our last draft, and it was doing cool things. I had it in one of my sealed pools. Yeah, I'm just going to snap take that here. I'm looking at the other cards just to see what else is in here, but there's no chance I'm passing it. It's an elf for Morcant. It's a way to get Morcant back if something bad happens to her. There's tons of ways to get value out of the counters in this set. We can find the one tree folk that removes counters to give a creature -2/-2. That'd be nice. I have definitely had decks where... Well, I've had one deck where this was good, but I also had the 1-mana 7/7 and the 2-mana 6/6 Ward 2 Trampler that both come in with, like, counters to drop them down to 1 toughness. So I don't think this is a particularly good card. Otherwise, I could take Prismatic Undercurrents if I wanted to be able to splash for other things. Or I could just take the Changeling since it's an elf. I do like the Changeling a lot, honestly. Alright, is this our first time with an actual 2-color deck? Maybe? Or this creature, another Kithkin you control, enters, target creature gets +1/+1 and trample. The Heirloom Auntie. There is a 3/1 elf for Morcant. That's very medium. Like, none of these are amazing. I think I do just take the elf. Just go all in on elves for right now. Like, I'm getting more value out of taking another elf. The problem is I need higher toughness creatures for the Dissident. I need to be able to build up counters onto things. Oh, I do love this card. I'm going to take it over the only elf in the pack. There's also... Is Morcant an elf creature enters or another elf enters? She is another elf enters, so that would work. Yeah, I'm going to take the Great Forest Druid. It's a good spot for counters and ramps me and opens me up to more splashing potential. We get something crazy good. God, do I love Wicker Maw so much. There's an Assert Perfection, Anti-Sentence, both be fine. Not gonna lie, I think I do just want the Wicker Maw. Just so good to be able to play whatever you get. Alright, now I'll take the elf, because I'm not thrilled with any of these. Also, the Wicker Maw just makes things like the Drain Life creature in black, like the black and 4 Vivid Drain creature better. Like, that thing's already playable if it's hitting for, like, 2, maybe 3, but if it's hitting for 3, maybe 4 pretty consistently... Well, I would have taken one of the changeling, or, well, I would have taken this changeling here, but I think the free surveil... Although I could take Gathering Stone. Is Gathering Stone better here? It's 4 mana versus 2 mana. Actually, no, give me the Gathering Stone. Because if I'm all in on elves, which I'm leaning towards... It's possible the Wicker Maw isn't good in our deck, but I'd rather have it. Because having the Wicker Maw and the Druid opens me up to a lot more potential splashing. And there are a few things that I would definitely take if given the option. Would I like an Undercurrents, or would I like an Intimidation? I think I want the Undercurrents, for the same reason I have the other splashy cards. I'll take the green creature just in case. I'll take the elf, obviously. Even if that wasn't my only option. I really like Reaping Willow. I also like the Weaver here. Especially if I'm going to potentially do a lot of self-milling and whatnot. For the elves. Also, it's an amazing creature to get back with the Dissident. And if the Reaping Willow comes back. Oh, cool. I mean, it's a Kithkin, but I'm still taking it. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about before, So, it's a 2-mana effective... It's a 1/1 Ward Trample, Ward 2 Trample, but every time another creature I control enters, it loses one of the counters, so... It can very rapidly become a giant creature that just runs over everybody else. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of Kithkin you control. Or do I just want... I probably just want the 2/3. I don't think that thing's particularly worth splashing for, despite the number of changelings I have and probably will acquire. It's either the Feastling or I grab another Wicker Maw. Alright, give me the Feastling just because I have more Cant, I think. Alright, so... Oh, I thought that was the Elf Enchantment again. Alright. Do I want that Changeling or this Changeling? I think actually this Changeling might enable some attacks with an extra power and toughness on my guys. A lot of things are just a little too big on the blocking side a lot of the time, like a random 1/4 or something, so... Yeah, that's a really good one. Like a really, really good one. That is worth splashing for. I'm already hoping to pick up a Tree Folk later on anyway. Super need the tilling here. Let's take an anti-sentence. Kill those early creatures. Or look at their hand and get their amazing guy that they're banking on casting in like 2 or 3 turns. Alright, so this one has to specifically be another merfolk, right? Yes, that's not happening. Like, it's already a splash. And it's not great. Now that I have the Battler, there is a world where I want this. So Malice or another 2/2 lifelink. I think it's another 2/2 lifelink. Although I think that was the pack where the Tree Folk was in, right? So we did not wheel the Reaping Willow. Actually, don't have a ton of removal. I might need to take this, sadly. I would rather take the Meek attack there, but... Alright. Or do I want another Wicker Maw? I think I take this, but I kind of want another Wicker Maw. Oh, cool. We get both. We can have everything. Yeah, give me the ramp fixing spell first. Alright, so now if I want Reaping Willow, I can take it over just the 3/1. And the Sprigs. I think I do want it. I wonder if I'm ever going to proliferate my -1/-1 counters just so I can activate the Dissident at some point in time. Not a huge fan of Crib Swap as far as removal goes. That is true. I do not have removal, though. That might be my biggest weakness. My lack of removal. I'm just going to take the Changeling that kills artifacts and enchantments. Yeah, I don't have any Bog Slithers or anything. Really use one right about now. Oh, there is all of the removal in one pack. And an insane elf. Like an actually insane elf. Alright, I do think I need the removal. I definitely want both. I think I take the one that can kill the bigger creature over the one that's more mana efficient. Oh, now I get a second one. Oh. Okay, now we have removal for basically anything. Like, even things that are well out of range of the 4 counters. As long as they don't have an ability that lets them remove the counters. Well, that thing's insane. I'm definitely taking it. It's better than every other card in this pack. Boggart Mischief, that is the Kithkin one. I take another Aunties. Might just be another Aunties. Ooh. Yes, please, and thank you. Especially when I have Morcant to get back and other ways to get that thing back. I might just want this thing to fix my draws, honestly. Gonna take a second one of those just in case. I probably don't need all 3, so I'm putting it down there, but it's definitely an option. I probably don't need the Scarblade's Menace that I have up top now, because I did pick up a bunch of removal there at the end. Alright. Well, once again, I definitely love my deck, so let's hope my deck loves me back, and we get a bunch of wins. I probably don't need the Intimidation, and I have much better spells now. This thing has affinity for forest specifically, not tree folk. Okay. I don't really super need her, do I? Like, all of my other elves are better. Honestly, I might not need the changelings. The other option is to lose these two and keep these two as my lifelink creatures, but there will be times where I want things to go to the graveyard. Yeah, I think we might lose them. Because I have to lose a bunch of things anyway. I probably can lose the dagger, I think. I have so many twos. I have a lot of twos and a bunch of ramp and not a lot of top end. I'm thinking I can go down to land here. I also have the 2 surveil creatures. That leaves me with 2 cuts to make. I gotta have a ton of surveil early on to find more land. So as long as I hit 1 land, like, as long as I can cast the 2 drops early on, I should be good. Maybe lose 1 sentence. How many elves and shapeshifters? I have 10 elves and 1 shapeshifter left. It's just the changeling, so I have 11 creatures that it hits out of 18. That is a little lower than I would like. Alright, I can probably lose that then. Alright. It looks good. Morkant's powerful. We have a bunch of ways to recur her if she dies. I go first, I have 1 land. Are you kidding me? I want to keep this. I think I'm going to. I know I lose if I don't draw the land. Okay. And I think I actually get this one down first. Oh god, what is the 1 black instant? Also, please draw land this turn. Thank you. Got my 0-4. And yeah, I'm not going to attack yet. I don't need to trade my 2-2 for a 3-1. Oh, there are a bunch of colors. I actually probably run this one out first to draw more cards. Ah, it's that thing. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I kind of have to run that out first. Alright, so what's the blue card they're splashing for then? And he would be the third one if I control 3 or more creatures, yeah. Okay, so we run him out, get back the other thing. Just to be mana efficient, basically. I have 2 Tree Folk, and I've played 2 Kithkin, and I'm an Elves deck at my base. I'm sorry, they're exiling my 2/5? Cool. Me for 3? That is fine for right now. I'm wondering if I just want to look at their hand at this point. The fact that that is 1 mana off of being castable is incredibly frustrating. I think I do want to see their hand at this point. 5/4, another 3/3, and a changeling. And let's get rid of the 3/3. Because that's the most problematic here. Got it. I will snap block the 4/1 if it comes in. Oh, thank God, we finally found a land. Play the land out. So I don't have any dead elves yet. I think I take 3 one more time. If I can cast this thing. There's their 5th land for their 5/4. There's more can't. Yeah, let's make them blight. To each one of their creatures they don't love. Okay. That's fine. Yep. You main phase that flash creature. Let's just get this online, because that's kind of crazy. Because every tree folk I make attacks into their thing, so... Like, their entire board state can't handle this 3/4 right now, so... More 3/4s, more better. Yep. That's fine. End of the day, that is actually fine. So let's see... Start attacking. Alright, and then... Oh! Oh, that's awful. They did hit 2 lands, though, so that works out for me. That works out for me real well. Okay. Yeah, let's get that one back. That one seems better. I have to overwhelm my own stuff. They hit my Assert Perfection, so they get to kill one of my things. I'm assuming more can't at this point, but who knows. Oh, okay. You got me? Yeah, okay. So let's see, if they block, they would take 3, 6, 7, 8. They block that. Yeah, this is still fine. Yep. They go to 1. I get him back. That blights onto Marilyn. And then grows, so all of my threats are lethal. They drew a land. Yeah, we'll block. Might as well, right? I think I have good cards. Powerful, fun cards. That just make life very difficult for the opponents. What do you think? Is my deck good? Well, we have the Informant to go looking for a land. I'm going to keep this. Man, Arena is really pushing that whole... I'm going to cut 1 land, and Arena's going to take that personally. Yeah, okay, let's get the planes down. Oh, there's my swamp. Okay. I will trade off for their 1/1. I want to get rid of it before it does anything to my better creatures. Plus, it's an elf in the graveyard for this guy. Is more than fine. Yep. Alright, so they played a good goblin, a medium goblin. I mean, this is one of those I would like them to use their stuff on their other things, or on my other things, rather. So I don't really care if they kill this. Yep. The downside is I do not have anything big enough to wear this thing's counters yet. I have to find something first. I'm gonna surveil on my upkeep, though. If they don't kill it here. If they do kill it here, that sucks, but whatever. Can't really do anything about it. Yep, okay, so take the stop off my upkeep then. Well, fortunately my removal does in fact kill that. Alright, we'll save that for a better creature. Play out my land. Alright, that's a good draw at least. They probably have removal in their hand because they haven't been doing anything either. And red-black's not going to have things like the Chomping Changeling here, so... At least if they kill my 3-2, I get back my other elf, so... Okay, that's good enough for me. My 3 damage in. And see what I have on top. Yeah, I don't super need that. The only downside to losing that is that would have also been a good... Like, if they kill this and I pull back the Dissident, that would have been a good place for the counters, but... Yeah, I don't really need more mana sources right now, so... There are a bunch of powerful enchantments in Goblins, so I am going to hold on to this. There's the one that lets you blight one to make 2 goblins, and then whenever a goblin dies, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. And the Endless Tarfire, which every turn that you put a counter on your creatures, like end of turn if you put a counter on one of your creatures, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. So both of those are things I could see being in their deck. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Alright, opponent, what have you got before you die? More land. I have no idea what they had in their hand, if they were splashing for a 3rd color, and they just never found their fixing. Or if they just flooded out that badly. But... I will take the win. Is this part of a team? Are there like 4 other Curbsters in various colors? Yeah, gotta keep this. We drew our 3rd land on time, so... Now let's cast this one first, then... Well, the Swamp and the Wicker Folk. That's fine for right now. I only have the one expensive card anyway. Like, I don't need a ton of lands to operate, was already a thing. Oh, this is gonna be the... what's its deck? Alright, so let's attack for 2 first, see if they take it. Good. Alright, in that case, let's run out 3-2 and draw a card effectively. Is that both of my planes? I do only have the 2 planes, right? Because I only have the one tree folk that actually needs white mana, and the other thing is just a... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that thing is a huge freaking problem. I can kill their 0-4, but that's not helping that much on this board state. I don't have an elf in the graveyard for this guy yet. Alright, let's go surveil and try and find something. Yeah, that does put an elf in my graveyard, though, for this thing, so... And it gives me 3 creatures that any 2 of them can double block the 4/6 and kill it, so... Oh, right, it's an additional cost. They don't even have to behold anything. Wow. Wow, that sucks. Alright. Have to find something for all of this. Land does work for right now. Because that does allow me to 2-for-1 to kill, I guess, the Changeling one at this point. Might as well gain that extra life. Alright. Yeah, the fact that they got to make a second one of those before I could kill the first one is ridiculous. We did mill a swamp, right? When we milled a card before. Oh good! Now it flies! And has 8 toughness. And I don't have a way to just straight up murder a creature. Alright. I mean, I still get to gain life here. So, you know, there's that. Like, I'm not completely out of this, but it's not great. I'm just gonna run out the 5/4 for right now. It puts more pressure on them. Like, their life total is actually a little low here, so... They do have to be a tiny bit careful. Like, I'm winning the race, but I'm not winning the game. Like, if they do anything to make the game drag on, I'm going to lose. And, okay, Moorcant helps a lot here, actually. Alright, let's attack them for 5 first. See if they go for a multi-block. Because I don't want them chumping with the thing that they put the first counter on here. Don't really need that at the moment. Yeah, this way we can kill off their tree folk and they can't chump with it. Jesus! That killed me. That actually kills me now. Like, I was going to be able to win this game, and now I can't. Now I actually can't. That is way too much. Yeah, I was gonna say no amount of things are gonna get me out of this now. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Kills off the tree folk. So I can't chump with that. Attack them for 5. They're just gonna chump. Yeah, I don't think I can win this. I'm dead in 2 turns in the air, and I'm not pressuring them now, and lands that they draw are just 3/4s, and spells that they draw are spells, and they're, yeah. And big spells that they draw are potentially more lands on top of that. Yep. The worst part is my enchantment does not save me now, because I can't actually get a tree folk in the same turn. So. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers, so they take 4, go to 6, and I die. Yep, okay. That enchantment's pretty good, who knew? Besides me and this opponent. Oh, God. Yeah, no, we were... Like I said, we were winning the race, but it did not feel like we were actually actively winning that game. Like, it would not take much for them to make it so that I could not race them anymore. And then I was going to die in a couple of turns, and yeah. An enchantment that makes 3/4 reach creatures every turn that they don't draw a spell is pretty ridiculous. Alright, at least I'm on the play and my hand is good, so... What did they get? A forest. Cool. To a swamp, which is less good. I do not mind seeing Springleaf Drum there. Alright, let's get this thing down. So that way I can draw my card as soon as possible. Because next turn I can draw a card, hopefully hit my 4th land. Alright, so, yeah. Let's draw, hit my land. Get this thing down. And punch them for 2. Okay. I'd appreciate if people could stop having Marilyn. Alright. Get that thing up to a 2/2. I can't cast two things in the same turn. Alright, we just need to get down a body that can kill Marilyn then. Preferably two bodies, but we'll have to see what I draw. Need to draw another, like, cheap elf or something. Oh, that is another elf, revealing another elf that they then get to cast. Well, they milled two of my lands, so that's actually not bad here. Don't super need lands. Snap kill my guy, sure, whatever. So cast this. It's up to 3. Goes up to 4. Goes up to 5, punches Marilyn in the face. And then attacks for 5 real quick. Yep. Okay. Nice and stable now. Are you freaking kidding me? As soon as they start looking at their graveyard... Oh my god. Would I be better off getting the Eclipsed Elf back? I probably would be. Like, right this second. The Dissident. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really have a great attack right now, so we're just going to cast Dissident here. So if nothing else, I can blight onto the 2/5. They have a Moricant. Come on with the freaking Marilyn. This is so dumb. I'm gonna get decked by Marilyn before anything else, because I have elves, so they just keep hitting my elves. Alright, I can't win this game anymore. They hit Morkin, and yeah. Yeah, there's no way I can win that. Freaking Marilyn. Like, come on. I killed her, and they immediately got her back, too. Like, I could have won that if they did not have a way to reanimate her. Like, if they only had their own Morkin or something. Why don't I have Marilyn? I could cast her. The fact that I am in the elf deck primarily, though, is what really hurts there, because then Marilyn just keeps casting all of my elves and keeps triggering, so my deck is just imploding underneath her. This hand sucks. Gonna have to mulligan this. Which is disappointing, because like, if this were a forest, I could probably keep it with the Shimmering Wilds, but... yeah, the hand's just not doing anything. Alright, we can definitely keep that. I don't really have a way to shuffle, so whatever I put on the bottom is staying there. Yeah, okay. Alright, opponent, I'm here. I figured out my opening hand. We can play Magic now. We ran into 2 Marylands. That's so bad. I don't know. At least I drew my second black source. Or my white source if I really want it to be. Probably not, but... if I draw the Tree Folk, I need it to be. Oh, hey! They have Moonshadow. That's cool, I guess. Okay, well, let's hit him for 1. There's no 1-mana trick that's gonna stop me. Get that guy online, because we need to. Okay. Yep, take my 1 damage. Yeah, it seems good here. I was gonna say, they might legitimately block just to get the counter off of Moonshadow. And I would not mind that. Oh my god, are you serious? Oh, cool. Yep. I have to 2-for-1 myself and grow their thing. Don't really need that right now, so... yeah, Moonshadow gets to be a 2-2, and that does in fact suck, but... alright, forest, play a forest. Oh, they gonna punch one of my things? Oh no. I'll play a 2-3. Not attacking. Alright. Alright, so... like to exile that. Want to give the counters to the Tree Folk, actually? I could. Yeah, I suppose we give it to that. Yep. Then... Cast this. Move 3 of that thing's counters. Move another one of that thing's counters. Get my Surveil. That can stay on top. Swing 5 real quick. I have like 10 million options here now, so... Like, they can soak a bunch of damage and get Moonshadow up, but Moonshadow's still not big enough to really do much here. Unless they don't exile my stuff, I'm doing great. If they do exile my stuff, I'm still not doing terrible, but I lose a lot of my value. Yeah, that's whatever. That's adorable. Yep, killing my stuff, not actually a problem. Mildly inconvenient, at best. Alright, yeah, get back Willow. Cast Willow. Because they just used a bunch of removal spells, so if they can kill the Willow again, that sucks, but... Okay. Still a permanent card, which means they get back the 6/6, which, yeah, that's annoying, but... This thing is a 3/6 when its counters are off. Use it to get back the other one. I think that I'm going to. Actually, how bad is it for them if I attack all? If this goes there... None of their other things eat my guys, so... Yeah, I think this is just attack all. I want my stuff to die. My stuff dying is good for me, their stuff dying is good for me, except for Moonshadow becoming Titanic, so... Alright, that has them taking 5. So everything else must be blocked now. They're going to eat the 3/6. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I have 3 lethal threats to start with. That's obnoxious. Okay. And that's super obnoxious. God damn it. And I don't have a white source. Alright, well, let's see who they blight onto. Yeah, I kind of figured. Well, I still want to get their 6/6 off the table. Like, their 6/6 is way more of a problem for me than my 6/6 is for them right now, so... Like, I'm at 20 life. I can take a hit or two. What'd they hit? Are you freaking kidding me? Come on! Stop killing me with my own spells! Has every opponent I've lost to now killed me with my own stuff? And they have an elf in the graveyard, and I am bricking on... Ah, come on. All 3 of my opponents, I feel like 2 of them played, Maryland, and now this one has the Dire Undercurrents to just steal my stuff. Cool. Terrific. Wonderful. So now I'm at 8. So I am actually just dead on board. Like, I don't think there's anything I can draw now that would get me out of this. Cool. Ah, that was so frustrating. This deck is way better. What was that? 2 and 3? Maybe 3 and 3? Two and 3, yeah. I think this was way better than a 2 and 3, but... In fact, the only thing it lost to was my opponent casting all of my spells against me. So... Yeah, we had two different opponents that played Maryland, and then the third one managed to hit me with the Undercurrents and hit my removal spell to kill off my board state. Alright, well, that's going to do it for me for right now, so thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.